Dad Ventures, Redeemed Adventures. Very cool. They say, hey, Jake, no price, no public prediction, just friend to friend. Would you share where you think XRP and XLM and HBAR would be in January 2027 and January 2028? I mean, I've said publicly before that I think, toward the end of 2026 and into 2027, we could absolutely see a $10,000 XRP. And I think, at that point, we would likely have clarity passed, significant adoption, stable coins or tokenized deposits, adopted widely by institutions, merchant services, peer-to-peer payment providers, different platforms, Meta, all the social media networks likely have payment processing services. You might have a cash address, kind of like an email address that you're able to send payments from on those different rails. So that would be, January 27, 4 or 5 digits. But again, that's predicated on all of these things I'm talking about have played out at that point. They've kicked the can a lot longer than I thought they could. And, there's been some other things said that I felt very strongly about, obviously. So all of that still feels close at hand. And if that does play out early here in 2026, it's a high likelihood that, early 2027, we could see 4 or 5 digits for XRP. January 2028, it would kind of be predicated again on all of this stuff playing out and what happens in 27 for adoption. But I think we'll probably have derivatives starting to come online at that point. And really, mid 5-digit XRP is what would be required in order to be able to handle that volume and settlement, especially as we see the growth in the economy. So again, I know these numbers sound sky high and they're difficult to comprehend for people in that short of a period of time. Most people are used to, like Solana went from $9 to over $200 in about 9 months. So, I mean, that's a pretty exponential move for XRP to go from where it is today at $2 to $50,000 in a 24-month period. Seems unheard of. But again, there needs to be catalysts for that to happen. There's global macroeconomic events, there's supply shocks, there's implementation of tokenization of real-world assets at scale. And again, by the end of 2030, it's my prediction that 80% of the world will be on-chain.